Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out Feet and Greet by Nanowar of Steel. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, Feet and Greet. What am I going to say? I have no idea what to say other than it's Nanowar of Steel. It can't be bad. I love Nanowar of Steel, and I actually really miss them. I saw them in concert a year ago in September and love them. It was like such a fun show. It was amazing, and I'll absolutely see Nanowar of Steel anytime they come back to my area, or just anytime I get an opportunity to see them. Just so much fun, and I feel like I haven't done a Nanowar of Steel video in a long time. And so as soon as this came out, I was like, you know what? I gotta see this. I have to check it out. And so Feet and Greet kind of scares me a little bit because I'm assuming it has something to do with like meet and greets and whatnot. And I've been to quite a few meet and greets in my day, and I'm not a big fan of Feet. I will tell you this. I'm not a big fan of Feet whatsoever. I probably mentioned in the past, but either way, I hate Feet. And so the idea of a Feet and Greet just kind of creeps me out a little bit. But once again, it's Nanowar of Steel, so it's going to be awesome. It has to be awesome. So let's just get right to it, because I'm just very excited to see what they have to offer, because I truly miss them. I haven't seen them in, maybe it's been about a year. So let's get to it. Nanowar of Steel, Feet and Greet.
Ferse, Fußrücken, Haken, Fußnagel, Fußgewölbe, kleine Zehen, großer Zeh, Fuß.
Special in the air tonight.
Shall the wow, better go to shall the records, mark is a word.
It's raining and there's a door.
Solomon, bloody dust, caterpillar, affairs like for die.
I feel, outside of being grossed by Feet, I feel like I want to be in the room when they're writing a song like this. Like, where does this even come from? Like, I just have no concept of where somebody said, hey, what about Feet and Greet? And then they're like, yes, let's write a bunch of lyrics. And I'm like, I just don't even, maybe I'm not that creative, but this is fascinating. And the only thing that scares me is because some of it is in, I think, German. I don't know if I'm even going to get the full explanation of this song by the end of it, but I'm really hoping to. But I like the music behind it, though, so that part's cool. So there you have it. That was Feet and Greet by Nanowar of Steel. And I can honestly say that I can't think of one artist that I would pay for a feet and greet with. I'm like I said, I'm just grossed out by feet. Not for me. I know there's people out there that love feet and all that kind of stuff, but nope, not for me. So I would absolutely stay away. Like I said, I can't think of anybody I would pay or even just want to attend a feet and greet with. So I'm out on that one. But it did get me thinking about the actual meet and greets though. And bands these days, I feel like have to do meet and greets because it's really like one of the only ways to make money on the road. Whereas like back in the day, I can't think of bands like way back in the day that like had as many meet and greets as they do now. So I feel like meet and greets are definitely more of a necessity now than they were in the past, which I'm sure there's some bands that absolutely love meet and greets, but then there's bands that just absolutely hate it, but they have to do it anyway. And, and I get it in a weird sort of way. You're tired, you've already performed, or you're about to perform and you're nervous and you've got that kind of energy going on. And all you want to do is probably just chill in both cases. But yet then you have to go in and meet a bunch of people, which while it's cool that they're your fans, you're probably getting asked a lot of the same questions and you kind of have to be like extra nice and all that kind of stuff, because if you make one little mistake, it's going to show up on Reddit or something else of this guy was a jerk to me, because he didn't say hi the right way or wasn't nice enough or, something along those lines. So I can see how meet and greets would be like really, really, scary or annoying for artists these days. But it does seem to be a necessary evil. And so maybe that's where the idea of like feet and greet came up. But anyway, I don't know. I'm curious to see though, what are your thoughts on meet and greets? Do you do them often? Like if an opportunity for a meet and greet is there and, you have the money for it, do you gravitate towards it or do you just, you know what, I'm not spending that kind of money to meet anybody type of person? So I'm just curious to see what your thoughts are on meet and greets in general and whether you've had some like really, really good ones or really, really bad ones, just, let me know in the comments. Like if there was somebody that had like the best meet and greet, I want to know because, I've gone to quite a few meet and greets. And they all seem to be somewhat different. There's some people that really go out of their way and do a really, really great job. And then there's some people that you could tell are just completely mailing it in. So I want to know your thoughts on it. Is it worth it for you? Not worth it? All that kind of good stuff. But anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.